If you feel your legs are heavy, you have circulation problems, or you get home in the evenings very tired. I invite you to stay until the end of the video because I'm going to show you a 20-minute routine that will be especially focused on venous return. Finding all the muscles in our feet, our calves, our thighs to carry all that venous blood to our heart. And when our heart beats, it sends blood to all parts of the body, but then for that venous blood to return back up. Against gravity, it is necessary to move. It is necessary to contract the muscles. That second heart that is going to carry the blood upwards. And obviously, as we become more and more sedentary, we have more and more circulatory problems. To perform this routine, I recommend you lie down on your couch. You can also do it on your bed or even on the floor. It's important that you have something to support your head and also something to support your feet, and that they start slightly elevated. It could be the arm of a couch or a few pillows. You also need to have a hand towel for certain exercises that will help you tremendously with that circulation. Shall we then, without waiting any longer with the first exercise? What we are going to focus on is a muscle contraction that goes from distal to proximal from the toes upwards, as if we were pumping all that blood from far to near. And that's why we start with the toes. Pay close attention. I've placed the camera here so you can see it more closely. I want you to focus on those toes. Don't move your ankle. Carry those toes down for 3-4 seconds and then toes towards you. What this is going to do is activate that deep muscle at the foot level, at the level of the lumbricals of the arch. Plantar, so that we start to empty that blood and take it upwards. We do 2-point down, point up without moving the ankles, 3-point down, that's point up, 4-point down, and then point up, 5-point down, and point up 6-4 further down, up 7. The fact of having the feet already slightly elevated is going to favor that gravity is acting and that it begins to send all the fluids upwards. We have one last one. Feet down, tip of the toes rather, and then upwards. Very well, perfect. I give you my most sincere congratulations. The first exercise is usually the hardest to do because you have to overcome laziness. We focus again on our toes before we did down and up. Are you looking there? And then what we're going to do is separate and relax, separate and close, separate and close. This allows us to work different musculature, especially the one that is on the sides of the foot and continues with the distal work. From far to near at leg level, let's do it. Follow my hand. Just in case you can't see your toes, I want to spread those toes as much as possible, as much as you can. Spreading your toes will require some effort, then close them tightly. You spread your toes as much as possible, as if you wanted to open your toes as much as possible, and then we close them. 2, we spread them as much as possible. And close. 3, we spread. And close. 4, we spread. And close. 5, we spread. And close. 6, I'm going to switch so you can see the face a bit. We spread, hold for a couple of seconds, close. 7, we have 3 left, close. 8, spread, close. 9, last repetition, spread, and relax. And 10, great toe work. Next, we're going to move on to the next exercise, which is going to be at the level of the ankles. 3 left, close. 8, separate, close. 9, last rep, separate and relax. 10, good toe work. Next, we will proceed to the following exercise at the ankle level. We have worked on toes. Now we move to a higher level and start working on the ankles. Bring the toes towards you, focus, and hold the position for a few seconds. 1, 2, and then point the toe down. Make sure that heel is outside of those pillows or that arm of the chair. This primarily functions at a certain level of the calf, which is our second heart, the one that pumps the blood upwards the most. When you pull the tip of your foot towards you, you may notice some tightness on the back, which is completely normal, and downwards. When you move downwards, you don't increase contraction, as it's the muscle pulling downwards, not our feet. We're doing 3, tip of the foot towards me. Tip of the foot downwards, 4. Tip of the foot upwards. Tip of the foot downwards, 5. We're starting to feel certain sensations, aren't we? At the level of the foot, at the level of the leg. Upwards, downwards. 5, we have others left. 5, let's go for them. Towards me, very strong. A couple of seconds downwards. We have 4 left towards me. That's it, downwards. We have 3 left towards me. Downwards, 2 last repetitions towards me and downwards. Perfect. We have 1 left towards me. We change over here. And downwards, very well. And we already notice certain sensations, right? At the level of the leg, at the level of the feet, much more relaxed. Now I want you to take this towel and place it right behind your leg. Pay close attention to how I'm placing it. One hand comes out on one side, the other comes out on the opposite side. I want this to allow you to keep your leg in this position. What we're looking for here is to fix this leg. And so you don't have to be straining at the abdominal level, and we're well focused on the mobility of the knee and foot. We've worked on the fingers, the ankle, now we move on to the knee. With a compound movement where we are going to stretch that leg and then bring the tip of the foot back towards us. Everyone stretch where you can. I can't anymore here. I have little flexibility, but if you are able to stretch your leg towards the ceiling, there's no problem. We relax and lower and continue upwards. Point your foot towards me. And we are starting to activate at the knee level the muscles at the quadriceps level. Let's go for the third one. Here we also place the leg more vertical, so the effect of gravity again favors and is extremely pleasant. With the towel holding technique, we can work safely without straining the lower back. Let's repeat the exercise. How many have we done? 4. We relax. Let's go again. Up. Tip of the foot towards me, 5. We're going to do 5 more. Up. Tip of the foot towards me, 6. Let's go for the last 4. 7. Relax up. 8 up. 9. Last repetition up. And 10. And I already feel a great emptiness at the level of the leg. Very pleasant, very relaxed, very, very relaxing for my leg, my body, thus improving circulation. I return my leg to 90 degrees of flexion, and now I want to focus at the level of the ankle. I want to make 10 circles inward, as if my big toe were going to put it a little bit closer. Had a pencil and wanted to draw that circle. We have 4, 5, 6, very wide, 7, very, very wide, 8, and with this we complete the knee work, 9 and 10, 5, 6, very wide, 7, very, very wide, 8, and with this we complete the knee work. 9 and 10. And now to the opposite side. 1, outward, 10, again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. We support the leg, we rest a little bit, also at a muscular level, as it could have been a bit demanding. And we finish with the last exercise of the left leg, an exercise where we already start to work knee and hip in a compound way. Pay close attention. What I want you to do is to bring that tip towards you of the foot, as always, and then separate your leg a little bit at the level of the sofa. It doesn't have to be too much, just a couple of fingers. We maintain the contraction and relax. What this does is start to activate the quadriceps muscles to continue bringing that blood upwards and to continue pumping in the correct way. The tip of the foot always has to be towards the ceiling. This is not good, but this is relax. Obviously, we're going to feel the contraction here at the front of the leg. I go up, hold for a couple of seconds, and then go down. We've done 4. We're going to do 6 more, and then repeat on the opposite side. Up and down. Let's go again. 5. Relax. Up, hold for a couple of seconds. Relax 4. We have 3 left. Up. 3, 2, last repetition, up. 1, perfect. I'll let you see the last one up close. Up, that's it. And 0, very good. So, are we going to attack the opposite leg now? It turns out I got the order wrong earlier. We have to start with the circle at the ankle level as we continue with the footwork and then move directly to the knee. So hold that leg behind your knee. With your towel, find a comfortable position. And we're going to draw 10 circles with your big toe as wide as possible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then 10 inwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good, very nice. And from here, we are going to switch cameras and work on knee extension. We work together on ankle mobility and also on the knee. I fully stretch with toes pointed towards me and hold the position briefly. We're going to especially notice it here, although you can also feel something at the knee level. Many people often tell me, "Hey Marcos, my knee just cracks, but nothing happens." As long as there is no pain associated with that crack, you shouldn't worry at all. 3, we go up. 4. Up. 5, up. 6, we only have 4 left. 7. 8, last 2. Let's go for it. 9. If you can stretch your leg to the ceiling, do it. But keep this in mind. This is incorrect. This would be correct, but don't overdo it in case it pulls too much. And 10, very good. I support that leg at the sofa's level. I already feel very different sensations in my legs. Everything is more alive, more relaxed, more emptied. And from here I focus on my right leg. I bring the tip of my foot towards me and lift a little off the sofa to work well that quadriceps and that hip. Let me show you up close. I hold for a few seconds and relax. 1, let's go up. We lift. 1, 2, 3, relax. Very, very good. Let's go up. New 1, 2, 3, 4, and we take 3. We keep going up. We change the camera. 4, up. 5, we keep going up. 6 left, 4 up. 7, 3 last ones. 8, 2 last ones, 3. 9, 1 last one. And 10. Wow, tremendous. Leg level work, very good if you've got the hang of it. You know, we've worked at a distal level, at the ankles, at the knees, and now we start to work at the quadriceps level. We already have the blood here in the pelvis. We are going to continue raising it upwards, and we are going to do it through 2 gluteal contraction exercises. Pay close attention. I want you to place your arms at both sides of your body, that you strongly contract your glutes, and then raise your pelvis from the couch. Pay close attention. I simply have the step of a hand, the pelvis very high, and I maintain the contraction. 1, 2, 3. Relax. Imagine you have a 500 euro bill, a 500 euro note between your buttocks or a credit card, and you don't want it to escape, so squeeze those glutes tightly. 1, 2, 3, relax. We're at 2, let's go to 10 together, let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, relax. 3, and we continue. 1, 2, 3, relax. 4, we continue. 5. If it felt too light, you can cross your arms in front of your body. 6. Let's do it. 4 more. 6. 7. 3 last ones. 8. 2 more. 9. Last repetition and 10. Wow. Very good. We relax, we rest, we catch a little breath because we are going to take one more step. We have worked at the basic level. These buttocks, I want to work a little deeper, with greater intensity. We have two options. We can place our feet here or place our feet below. I'm going to place them here because I like having a hard surface and the exercise is a little more complicated. If it's too difficult for you, you know you can place your feet at the level of the couch, and we're going to complete again 10 repetitions. Arms on both sides of the body. I raise my buttocks higher while keeping my knees, feet, and shoulders in line. I firmly contract my glutes, as if I had a bill between my buttocks. 1 up, or the credit card, or whatever you want. 2 up. 3. Up, it's also a very powerful lumbar exercise. 4, if it's very difficult. Up. 5, you just have to support your feet back on the sofa bed and go back up, okay? Remember that very important shoulder to knee alignment? We'll do 5 more examples to demonstrate the process. 7 up. 8 up. 9, last repetition up. And 10. Wow, very, very nice. Perfect. We've worked ankles, we've worked knees, quadriceps, glutes. We still have to work a front part here at the level of our pelvis and that psoas. That's why we're going to do 10 repetitions with each leg. The next exercise, pay close attention, leaving your arms on both sides. I want you to bring your knee towards your chest, more than towards your chest, it's outwards, okay? Towards the left shoulder and slightly outward, okay? We lower the leg, touch and continue with the opposite leg. We are going to do 20 in total, 10 with each leg. You can give it a little bit of rhythm, more speed than before, okay? 3, we continue. This helps us pump at the level of the psoas, which is a muscle that is just in front on both sides of the abdomen. Let's go for it. 5, 5 with this, 5, 5 with this, or 6, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, last repetition, 10. It's not the last, it's really the half. Left, right, 10. It's not the last, it's really the half. Left, right, left, right. Left. 16, 17, come on, there are very few left. 17, come on, there are very few left. 18, 19, last repetition, and 20, very good. Your legs must feel incredible. We have just one final exercise remaining, the deep abdominal contraction. Let me check it. That's right, it's a final breath, as the abdomen. Breathing also has a very important function in emptying of all the venous blood that we have in the legs and in the abdomen. Basically, when we breathe, a suction effect occurs, and this is due to the activation of our diaphragm. So pay close attention to what I want you to do. I want you to place your hands at belly level, close your eyes, and focus. Take a deep breath and try to inflate your belly as much as you can. Next, I want you to blow out through your mouth and lower your belly button as much as you can. I put this arm here for you to see, but you can place both hands on your belly. I take a breath, inflate to the maximum, and then release and tuck in the belly button as much as possible. I take a breath. We release. I take a breath. We release. We've done 5. Let's go for 5 more. I take a breath. We release. I take a breath. We release. I take a breath. I don't know how many are left. Let's do 2 more. One more. Wow. And with that last breath, we have finished an incredible routine that has taken us from the farthest, the toes, to the closest, the abdomen, to bring all that venous blood to your heart. I'm sure this routine is going to bring you a lot of well-being. It's going to bring you will feel significant relief from the heaviness in your legs, which will be tremendously useful to you. Keep the following concepts in mind. I recommend doing it especially at noon. Why? Because the day is very long. And if you take that break, that rupture, that leg drain, wow, the good feelings I have are impressive. If you put it right in the middle, it will ensure that the rest of the day goes much better. You will have less fatigue and feel much better about yourself. Do all the exercises, and if any of them cause you pain or you're not very comfortable, you can eliminate it without any kind of problem. What other key recommendations are crucial for managing circulatory issues? Elevate the bed's feet using 1 or 2 books, even if it's just one 0.59 inches high. That can help you enormously, as being slightly elevated all night can make a brutal difference. But be careful with those of you who have reflux or gastrointestinal problems. Consult with your doctor always if you have any type of pathology in this aspect. Very well, that's all. I hope you liked it and that you can share it with people who need it. We have a lot of people in our life with circulatory problems due to the sedentary lifestyle that we are increasingly adopting in our day-to-day. Remind you that every Sunday I send an email with all the videos I have published during the week. It's completely free, and you also have access to my library of over 1,000 exercise videos. If you want to join, you simply have that little card at the top right for you to click on. Visit the website and leave your email. Links are in the description and first comment. I hope you liked it, and I also hope to see you again in some of my other videos. Bye, friends.